and good day. My name is Jürgen Steinmetz from eTurboNews, and this is a breaking news update. For more news updates and shows, please go to youtube.com/travel news group. youtube.com/travel news group. Here's our update.
Where will Saudis travel the most? Saudi Arabia outbound tourism market was $10.86 billion United States dollars in 2021 and is expected to generate $25.49 billion United States dollars from international tourist arrivals in 2027. The Saudi Arabia outbound tourism market, tourist numbers, size, forecast 2022 to 2027, industry trends, share, growth, insight, impact of COVID-19 report has been added to Research and Markets.com's offering. Year after year, the number of outbound tourists from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has increased. Many younger travelers are motivated to visit a destination on their bucket list. Furthermore, the critical factor driving the Saudi Arabia outbound tourism market size is the purpose of the visit, such as holiday activities, visiting friends and relatives, and business. Furthermore, interest in nature-based, off-season, and sustainable travel has increased, providing new opportunities to attract travelers and bolstering the Saudi Arabian outbound tourism industry. Saudi Arabia outbound tourism industry is expected to expand at a CAGR of 15.28% from 2021 to 2027. While domestic and intra-Saudi Arabian travel is becoming more popular, the analysis focuses primarily on Saudi Arabians traveling long-haul to South Africa, India, the United States, the United Kingdom, Singapore, Malaysia, Switzerland, Turkey, and the United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates is the top source market for outbound tourism in Saudi Arabia, followed by Switzerland and Turkey. Furthermore, many Saudi travelers are willing to travel to new areas outside the Middle East, creating significant commercial prospects. How has COVID-19 impacted the Saudi Arabia outbound tourism market? 2020 has turned out to be a catastrophic year for Saudi Arabia's outbound tourism due to the spread of the COVID-19 virus. When the first infection was discovered in Saudi Arabia in January 2020, it had a significant impact. Saudi Arabia resorted to total lockdowns in response. This had a devastating effect on the outbound tourism market, with numbers plummeting. The number of flights departing Saudi Arabia reached an all-time low in April and May 2020. While the number of trips increased slightly in the summer and autumn of 2020, travelers were still severely limited. This was anticipated to change in 2021. However, in Saudi Arabia, the tourism industry has recovered following an increase in vaccination rates and a reduction in anti-terrorist measures. Key topics covered: 1. Introduction. 2. Research and methodology. 3. Executive summary. 4. Market dynamics. 4.1 Growth drivers. 4.2 Challenge. 5. Saudi Arabia outbound tourism. 5.1 Market. 5.2 Volume 6. Saudi Arabia outbound tourism, share analysis by country. 6.1 by market. 6.2 by volume. 7. South Africa. 7.1 Saudi Arabia outbound tourist visitors. 7.2 by purpose, Saudi Arabia outbound tourists visit to South Africa. 7.2.1 Holiday. 7.2.2 Business. 7.2.3 Study. 7.3 Saudi Arabia outbound tourists market. 8. India. 8.1 Saudi Arabia outbound tourist visitors. 8.2 by purpose, Saudi Arabia outbound tourists visit to India. 8.2.1 Holiday. 8.2.2 Business. 8.2.3 Others. 8.3 Saudi Arabia outbound tourists market. 9. United States. 9.1 Saudi Arabia outbound tourist visitors. 9.2 by purpose, Saudi Arabia outbound tourists visit to United States. 9.2.1 Holiday. 9.2.2 Business. 9.2.3 VFR. 9.2.4 Study. 9.2.5 Others. 9.3 Saudi Arabia outbound tourists market. 10. United Kingdom. 10.1 Saudi Arabia outbound tourist visitors. 10.2 by purpose, Saudi Arabia outbound tourists visit to United Kingdom. 10.2.1 Holiday. 10.2.2 Business. 10.2.3 VFR. 10.2.4 Study. 10.2.5 Others. 10.3 Saudi Arabia outbound tourists market. 11. Singapore 11.1 Saudi Arabia outbound tourist visitors 11.2 by purpose, Saudi Arabia outbound tourists visit to Singapore 11.2.1 holiday 11.2.2 VFR 11.2.3 others 11.3 Saudi Arabia outbound tourists market 12. Malaysia 12.1 Saudi Arabia outbound tourist visitors 12.2 by purpose, Saudi Arabia outbound tourists visit to Malaysia 12.2.1 holiday 12.2.2 VFR 12.2.3 business 12.2.4 others 12.3 Saudi Arabia outbound tourists market 13. Switzerland 13.1 Saudi Arabia outbound tourist visitors 13.2 by purpose, Saudi Arabia outbound tourists visit to Switzerland 13.2.1 holiday 13.2.2 VFR 13.2.3 others 13.3 Saudi Arabia outbound tourists market 14. Turkey 14.1 Saudi Arabia outbound tourist visitors 14.2 by purpose, Saudi Arabia outbound tourists visit to Turkey 14.2.1 holiday 14.2.2 VFR 14.2.3 others 14.3 Saudi Arabia outbound tourists market 15. UAE 15.1 Saudi Arabia outbound tourist visitors 15.2 by purpose, Saudi Arabia outbound tourists visit to UAE 15.2.1 holiday 15.2.2 VFR 15.2.3 others 15.3 Saudi Arabia outbound tourists market. For more information about this report visit www.researchandmarkets.com.
Thank you for listening to our news update. There's more on youtube.com/travel news group, or you can read us, of course, in going to our news portal at eTurboNews.com or travelnews.online.